Hi everyone, it's Tara Houston. I'm the CEO and founder of HCG Real Estate School, where we help people launch and build the real estate careers of their dreams. Well, I'm here today with my husband, who is the co-founder and the president of HCG Real Estate School, Michael Houston.
All right, hello everybody.
And yes, hello. And we work together every day, and we've been working together every day. But today I wanted to just have you on so that we could talk briefly about your entrepreneurial journey, because when we talk about launching the real estate career of your dreams, it is a career, but it is a business.
Yes, it is.
It is an entrepreneurial venture and quest. And so I wanted to have you come on because you've definitely been an inspiration to me in my entrepreneurial journey. I wasn't necessarily considering entrepreneurship before we got together and were married.
Right.
So I wanted you to talk a little bit about your entrepreneurial journey and why entrepreneurship. What compelled you to go this route with your life?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And first of all, I've definitely, I've been a serial entrepreneur and caught the entrepreneur bug actually when I was in high school. The majority of my professional career, I've been in entrepreneurship, although I did have a brief stint in corporate America. And it's definitely always a pleasure, working with my wife alongside her with our businesses.
Thank you.
And so absolutely. But, it's interesting in high school, one of the things I've definitely had some wonderful mentors and observed entrepreneurs and business owners, and my journey actually started, my true entrepreneurship journey actually started in sales, and also I had a haircutting business. I was always selling something, whether it be door to door or doing fundraisers and things like that. But I remember a good friend of mine who I played ball with before he went off to college. He was a year ahead of me. He used to cut my hair, but he actually taught me how to cut my own hair because I didn't want to have to go to the barber shop or what have you. So I actually perfected that, and then I had other people wanting me to cut their hair, so I actually started charging and generating a revenue. I was like, wow, this could be a little business. And so when I went to college, I actually went to JMU, and the JMU folks out there. So I know many of them may remember me as a campus barber, the unofficial campus barber. But actually, I remember I was cutting my hair. I had never left campus, and then one of the guys was like, "Where did you get your haircut?" I said, "I cut my own." He's like, "Oh," and then he liked it. He's like, "Can you cut mine?"
Oh, wow.
Next thing I know, I turned it into a business. My mom got me some supplies. I had a nice cutting kit and everything. I was cutting hair, and then another good friend of mine who was at JMU with me. We've known each other for a long time. We started an art business, like a black art business. Shirts and black art and paraphernalia and things like that. And so we turned that into a business, and then later on, got out of school and started working and started getting into real estate investing. I was introduced to that. And then, of course, you and I got married and continued with real estate investing, which is entrepreneurial. And then later on, starting our consulting business. And then a couple of years ago, launching HCG Real Estate School, which is definitely an entrepreneurial venture. So it's been an interesting journey.
I'm sure.
A lot of fun.
And why entrepreneurship? What about entrepreneurship is so exciting for you?
It's so exciting, and definitely, I have a heart for it and a heart for sharing, and empowering others through entrepreneurship. Because a few things. One, somebody once told me, Mike, and early on, if you learn how to sell, you'll never be unemployed. And that really got me because, of course, never wanted to be unemployed. So learn how to sell, and to be a successful entrepreneur, you got to know how to sell, convey ideas and concepts for people to be able to buy into them, and being able to turn your passion into profit, which is a course I teach. And so that's number one. Number two is I discovered that it's important, very vital to own at least one or more sources of your income. So when you work for somebody else, nothing against jobs. I had a job, been in corporate America, but I also know that's right. But I also know what it feels like to be laid off from a job, or for the company to go under, and I'm having to find another source of income. But entrepreneurship, when you own and control your own source of income, that's freedom. And of course, independence and freedom, which entrepreneurship gives you with hard work. It's an ebb and flow. But having that freedom and independence to create and then actually turn your passion into profit.
Awesome.
Wonderful benefits.
So independence, the ability to control, freedom, having the understanding that you can create your own income, or at least one income stream, definitely powerful as it relates to building a real estate practice as well, wouldn't you say? So lastly, and I want to say this is really funny that you had that haircutting business
right.
because we also were blessed with 4 sons.
I know, 4 sons, that's right.
So God knew that you were going to need that skill.
That's right. I was their barber as
well.
they grew up. Yep.
And there's no unused skill. That's
right.
the thing I think about entrepreneurship. You collect all these skills, and once you're collecting them, you never know where they're going to fit later.
Absolutely.
So I do think that that's a nice piece too.
Yes.
Lastly, I just wanted to ask you, and I know we're running on time here, but what are the top 3 things that entrepreneurs must have in order to be successful and run a successful business?
Wow, that's a great question. Now, I would say the top 3 things, the priorities. Number 1, you have to be able to think. Okay, entrepreneurs really have to be able to think and really be creative in their thinking in terms of, we're given ideas all the time as entrepreneurs, but you have to be able to think through your business and think about ways that you can, turn your passion into profit, into a viable business. Okay, so thinking of ideas, being creative. Number 2 is create. And what I mean by create is you have to take that idea, take that concept that you've been blessed with and create it into something that can become a stream of income and actually become something that can really impact others and serve others purposely, because that's what we do in business. And so, getting with the mentor, taking education, getting training, setting up a system that's going to be able to bring that idea that you thought about, to the market. And then at the end of the day, you have to be able to execute. That's the third thing. You can think, you can create, but you may not be 100% confident. You may not have all the answers, but at some point you got to jump in the water and get out there and start to market your product or service and see how the market responds to it and then make adjustments from there. So think, create, and then execute.
Okay,
Take
I
massive
like
action.
that.
Take massive action.
Massive action. I
That's
like
right.
that. Think, create, execute. All powerful skills and tools, that we do drive home at HCG Real Estate School. So thank you, Michael, for taking the time to share your entrepreneurial journey and your thoughts on entrepreneurship with us today. And once again, we're HCG Real Estate School, where we help people launch and build the real estate careers of their dreams.
All right.